Essay on To Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird. Essay for students and children in English. The novel To Kill a Mockingbird takes place during the Great Depression and is set in the fictional town of Macomb, Alabama. The protagonist of the story is an intelligent, though unconventional, girl named Jean Louise Scout Finch, who ages from 6 to 9 years during the novel. Their widowed father, Atticus Finch, raised her and her brother Jeremy Atticus, Jem. Atticus Finch is a well known lawyer by profession and he encourages his children to be empathetic. He particularly tells them that it is a sin to kill a mockingbird, implying the fact that birds are harmless and innocent creatures. When one of the town's black residents, Tom Robinson, is falsely accused of raping Mayella Ewell, a white woman, Atticus decides to defend him despite the threats from the community. At one point, Atticus faces a mob intent on knocking off his client, but he refuses to abandon him. Scout unintentionally diffuses the situation. Even though Atticus presents a defense that gives a more reasonable interpretation with evidence that the woman, Mayella, was attacked by her father, Bob Will, Tom is convicted. However, later he is killed when he tries to escape custody. A character in the novel compares Tom's death to senseless slaughter of the songbird. The novel To Kill a Mockingbird showcases both a young girl's coming to age story as well as a darker drama about the roots and consequences of racism and prejudice, exploring how good and evil can coexist in an individual or a community. Scout's moral education is bifold: to refrain from abusing others with unfounded negativity, but also to preserve these values when they are inevitable and sometimes even violently subverted. The writer has based the character of Atticus Finch on her father, Amasa Coleman Lee, a dedicated and compassionate lawyer. The plot of the novel was inspired by his unsuccessful youthful defense of two African American men who were convicted of murder. One character of the novel, Charles Baker Dill Harris, is based on the author's childhood friend and next door neighbor in Monroeville, Alabama, Truman Capote. After the extraordinary success of the novel, many suspected that Capote was the real author of Lee's work. This rumor was put to rest when in 2006, a letter written in 1959 from Capote to his aunt was discovered, stating that he read and liked the draft of To Kill a Mockingbird that Lee had shown him, but there was no mention of any role in writing it. The novel had inspired numerous adaptations, of which the most notable one was the classic 1962 film that starred Gregory Peck as Atticus. His performance in the movie won him an Academy Award, and it became an enduring part of the history of cinema. There were other adaptations, which included a Broadway play that was adapted by Aaron Sorkin and debuted in 2018. In 2015, Go Set a Watchman was a second novel released by Lee. This had been written before To Kill a Mockingbird, but essentially was a sequel that featured Scout as a grown woman now based in New York City, who returns to her childhood home, Alabama, to visit her father.